Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Hope you guys had a really good Christmas, and I hope you have a fantabulous 2018. So this is your reading for the first 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of January 2018 for Pisces. Universe, Spirit, show me Pisces, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Pisces, Sun and Rising signs. Show me Pisces, Sun and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. Show me Pisces, Sun and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. Show me. Alright, we're going to split the deck into 3 like so. And we'll get the first layer down. Okay. Alright. I think this might be a bit of a love reading. It feels like that to me. I generally go with what I feel on the cards. Not all of the generals are love readings in the tarot that I do for the general readings, but if they feel like love, they feel like love. You guys are showing us the Ten of Wands. I think that you are under an enormous amount of strain and burden in the first 2 weeks of January 2018 with that Ten of Wands. The reason that everything is happening is because of the Four of Coins. I think that somebody's holding back on you. This might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual, Four of Coins individual. I think that somebody's holding back on you. I think that somebody is resisting. I think that somebody is refusing to come out of some form of safety zone, safety net with that Four of Coins. It might be that somebody's not contacting you with the Four of Coins showing there. Somebody seems to be resisting you in the foundation, and as a result of that, in the recent past, you've experienced the Three of Coins in reverse. I would say that you've experienced maybe a failed partnership, a failed meeting with this individual, a failed venture. I feel that also for some of you guys, you might feel a lack of recognition in the recent past from this individual. Therefore, I feel in your foundation, somebody's possibly been ignoring you. They've been holding back with that Four of Coins. And in the recent past, as a result of that, you've been experiencing a lack of recognition, I feel, from this individual with that Three of Coins in the reverse, because your challenge is the Fool. And I feel that there is somebody here with this Fool energy who is afraid of commitment. I think the Four of Coins individual in your foundation and the Fool are the same person. I think there's somebody around you, Pisces, that lacks commitment in this situation, which is why the energies around you are the Page of Cups. Now, this is interesting. Now I change this around because the Page of Cups is all about communication. And it might be that the Page of Cups is you, because you are Pisces. It might be the energies around you is that you want to offer your love and you want to communicate with this individual. Or it could be, if we looked at it another way, that right now you are underneath an enormous amount of burden, strain with the Ten of Wands, Pisces, because in your foundation there is somebody who's very resistant with the Four of Coins to change their way of acting, of being. And around that, it might be that you have found that there has been a failure to launch an improvement in this relationship with the Three of Coins in the reverse, because your challenge is that this person lacks commitment, the Fool. But as a result of that, the energies around you are the Page of Cups. And I think that this is more about what you're experiencing or what you're focusing on, is that this person seems to be communicating with you, I feel, with this Page of Cups. But I feel that they are communicating more in a very light-hearted way. They're not particularly serious about this relationship. The most likely outcome for this first 2 weeks in January 2018, Pisces, will be that this person is in the situation, I believe, for the short term. Knight of Wands can mean that somebody leaves, so this might be the most likely outcome is because in your foundation this is about somebody who seems to be holding back. They're very resistant with that Four of Coins showing there. And as a result of that, the energies around you might be that this person is communicating with you, but it might be in a very light-hearted way, which means the most likely outcome will be that this person's possibly only in the situation for the short term, or it could mean that they actually just move on and leave. coming in, you guys will experience in the immediate future the Five of Coins. And I feel that you're going to be experiencing either a relationship that doesn't feel solid, grounded. It feels a great deal of lack. It lacks groundedness. It could also be some of you guys feel a sense of abandonment from this individual with this Five of Coins showing up. Because what you've experienced coming in, an influence coming in, is the Four of Cups energy. So you're going to be feeling either that this person doesn't want a relationship. They might be acting very emotionally unavailable with that Four of Cups energy. Or this will be where you're not happy with what this person's offering to you. Your hopes will be for a King of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces individual. That this person is emotionally interested. This person is open to love. They're open emotionally to being in a relationship with you, to opening up to you, to wanting a relationship based on love, respect and kindness and support. But the overall outcome, Pisces, is the Eight of Cups. I think that you're going to experience as the overall outcome, especially with the most likely outcome being that I feel this person's possibly in the situation just for the short term. They're kind of just passing through. They're just in it for a bit of fun. That being the most likely outcome, I feel the overall outcome is you're not going to get the type of love that you want with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. It's either where, if this is you, if you're in the immediate future with the Five of Pentacles, Pisces, and you're feeling abandoned by this individual, or you're feeling that this relationship lacks any solid grounding, and you coming in feel this Four of Cups, unhappy about what's on offer, it might just be as the overall outcome you decide to turn this individual down. The Eight of Cups in the reverse, you decide. Eight of Cups reverse also means to leave, so you decide to leave the relationship. If you experience abandonment from this individual with the Five of Pentacles in the immediate future, and influences coming in are that this person is emotionally unavailable with the Four of Cups, I feel that it's going to be the same thing but from the other person's point of view. The Ace of Cups in the reverse, what you'll experience is somebody who's emotionally unavailable. Their heart isn't open to love with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I'm seeing kind of like a failed relationship type thing going on here, because I think that you're struggling with somebody's behaviour. I think that this Page of Cups is about somebody who's being very light-hearted. They're being flirtatious, but they're not really investing. We can't always read the tarot in terms of the general meaning. So Page of Cups is all about nice messages, and it's about somebody who is emotionally opening up to you, and they're saying, I'm interested, and they're showing a level of interest and, just emotional availability with that Page of Cups. It's all about communicating nice words, saying, I fancy you, I like you, would you like to go along, for a walk along the beach? It's not always that. Sometimes a Page of Cups can just be somebody who is being light-hearted. They're being flirtatious. Okay? And I feel that, if you guys are struggling with this Ten of Wands, it's factoring through to the energies around you guys in the, what your focus is around you in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Pisces. That this person, as a result of that struggle, your focus or the energies around you will be the Page of Cups. Somebody who's quite immature. Somebody who communicates with you, but it's in a very kind of non-committal way with that Page of Cups energy. Because the Page of Cups doesn't always commit to love. He really doesn't. He might show some interest, but he's definitely not a committed card by any stretch of the imagination. Because your challenge is that this person is non-committal. The Fool energy. And I'm seeing this person as well. When I look at the challenge position, the Fool, it's got its back turned to the Page of Cups. So that Page of Cups could also be you offering your love to somebody who's not committed. He's got his back turned and he's raising his hand and he's saying, see ya. So this person's not committed to this relationship, to what you have to offer, because in the foundation, what you're dealing with, the reason for everything happening is this Four of Pentacles. And this is somebody who's very resistant to changing who they are, and you're experiencing as a result of that Three of Coins in the reverse. Somebody lacks commitment here, I feel. Somebody doesn't want to improve the relationship. Let's get some clarifiers on these areas, Pisces. Why is Pisces the Ten of Wands in the first 2 weeks of January 2018. Why is Pisces the Ten of Wands? Show me. Well, you seem to be struggling with a Nine of Wands. So, you are the Ten of Wands. You seem to be overly burdened here. And I feel that this is because you are ready with this Nine of Wands to let down your guard. Nine of Wands means to let down your guard. Some people explain it in a different way. Overly paranoid, overwhelmed. But I don't feel that you're overwhelmed with this Nine of Wands. I feel that you're struggling because you're open, you're ready, and you're available. When you get the Nine of Wands in the upright, this is somebody who's on their guard. Somebody who's very defensive, very protective, very anxious, very suspicious. But I feel that you're struggling because I think that you have let down your guard to an individual with that Nine of Wands in the reverse. And it could also be that you're struggling to let down your guard with that Nine of Wands. So I'm going to read it as you guys struggling to let down your guard to an individual with that Nine of Wands and Ten of Wands. And what's the reason for that? Well, in your foundation we have the Four of Coins. So remember, when I put the clarifiers on, they can change the meanings of the cards. They can change the whole reading. We'll have a look anyway. Why is the Four of Coins the reason that everything is happening for Pisces in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Show me. Okay. I think that you are, in your foundation, I think that you're resistant. I think that you're actually the Four of Coins here, Pisces. And I feel that you are, I think that you've got your barriers up against a King of Wands in the reverse. So this could be a Cancerian or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. But I think that you've got your guard up against somebody that you don't trust. Because King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's pretty flaky. They're very much a chameleon. There's somebody who 1 minute says that they want one thing, the next minute they don't. This can be an overly dominant person. This can be a very complex individual. This can be somebody who says, oh, well, you know, I do want the relationship with you, but I've got this ex-wife and that ex-wife, and I've got this amount of kids, and I've got this to do and that to do, and I've got the business to focus on, and I don't know whether I've got time, but we could see each other on Saturdays, that type of thing. And I think that you guys in your foundation, the reason that everything is happening is because you are very suspicious, I do feel, actually, with this Four of Coins. Four of Coins to show somebody who puts their barriers up. So I feel that you guys have your barriers up against somebody in this King of Wands, and it could be either another water sign or it could be a fire sign individual. It doesn't have to be. But I do think that you've got your barriers up against somebody that you don't trust with that King of Wands energy, and it's because of their action. It's because of their lack of consistency, I feel. So I think you've got your barriers up against somebody who's very inconsistent with you with that King of Wands energy in the reverse. In the recent past, you guys have experienced the Three of Coins reversed. And why has Pisces experienced the Three of Coins reversed? Show me. Well, I think that you've experienced a failed venture. It could be a failed meeting. It might be that somebody let you down with that Three of Coins in the reverse. It might be with the Three of Coins in the reverse there has been the failure to improve this relationship because somebody's been quite deceptive with that Seven of Swords, or somebody's been trying to avoid the situation. They've been trying to avoid improving, building the relationship with this Three of Coins energy. And as a result of that, your challenge is the Fool. And why is Pisces challenged the Fool? Why is Pisces challenged the Fool? Show me. Well, I feel that somebody's not committed. I'm looking at the Fool. It's got its back turned to that Ten of Coins. So I think there's somebody who is very much non-committal to building a relationship with you. It's either that they're non-committal to building a relationship, or they're non-committal to talking about building a relationship with you with that Ten of Coins energy. And as a result of that, what you're experiencing, or the energies around you in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Pisces, will be the Page of Cups. And why is the energies around Pisces, the Page of Cups, in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? Show me. Well, I think that you guys are, you seem to be I think this Page of Cups is you. I think that you're offering your love to somebody who's resistant. I think the energies are, because the Hanged Man suggests somebody who won't make a sacrifice, somebody who's resistant to change, somebody who's not willing to look at something in a different way, or even change their mind, or even go through a slow process of change with you, with that Hanged Man in the reverse. So I feel the energies are, you guys are offering your love, you're offering your time, you're offering your heart with this Page of Cups energy to someone, Hanged Man in the reverse. And I'm not going to read this to you as you. Hanged Man is a Pisces energy, but I don't think that this is you. I think you're offering your love with this Page of Cups to somebody who will not make sacrifices, and somebody who is reluctant to change with the Hanged Man. They're reluctant to be enlightened. They're reluctant to see that the relationship could evolve in a certain way, but they don't see it. Hanged Man reverse means somebody who refuses to be enlightened about anything. They won't listen. They won't learn. They're just continuously the same. And I think that you guys, the energies are that you're offering your love to a Hanged Man in the reverse. Somebody who's very, very reluctant to change who they are as an individual. The most likely outcome will be of this situation, the Knight of Wands. Why is the most likely outcome for Pisces, the Knight of Wands, in the first 2 weeks of January 2018? I feel that the most likely outcome is some of you guys might decide to move on because somebody around you with this Two of Swords is emotionally blocked. Or you decide to move on from somebody who is consistently indecisive, with that Two of Swords showing there. Two of Swords can show indecisiveness, and we know that the King of Wands is also a very complex and indecisive character. One minute he wants a relationship, the next minute he doesn't want the relationship. That's how the King of Wands rolls. So some of you guys might choose, and you can see the Knight of Wands rushing out of that Two of Swords. The most likely outcome could also be, and you know, we have to read it in terms of the story. So if in the foundation I feel that you guys are very much guarded against a King of Wands in the reverse, somebody who's very inconsistent around you, as a result of that, the energies around you will be. And I think that this is because the Page of Cups is not facing into that Hanged Man. I feel that this is you guys, more than anything, developing your intuition with that Page of Cups over somebody who will not make a sacrifice. So I think that your intuition is actually starting to build. I don't think you're offering your love. I think your intuition is building, because the Page of Cups is also about building your intuition, learning how to develop your emotions, learning how to see things clearly. Remember, he's 2 steps down from the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Those two people have very, very strong intuition. They've learnt the art of paying attention to their intuition. The Page of Cups is just starting to learn how to be intuitive. So I think that you guys, because this page is facing out of the Hanged Man, I think that you're starting to develop your intuition, that you are offering love, or whatever it is that you're offering is to somebody who's not willing to make a sacrifice, and they're not willing to change. And as a result of that, I feel that you guys, the most likely outcome will be with this Knight of Wands. I think you're going to be leaving somebody who's very indecisive, and also somebody who's possibly emotionally unavailable and emotionally blocked off with that Two of Swords. Coming in, you guys will experience the Five of Coins. Why will Pisces experience the Five of Coins? Why will Pisces experience the Five of Coins? Show me. I think that this person will try and stop you from leaving, because the Five of Pentacles is all about leaving. Now I'm looking at this Knight of Swords rushing into that Five of Pentacles, and I work with tarot interaction, so I think some of you guys could experience somebody who will stop you from leaving, because the Knight of Swords, if you look at the 2 cards, look at the direction, you've got 5 of Coins here, and these 2 people are leaving. So they're leaving a situation. This isn't about, but you guys are abandoning this situation here. I think you guys are the 5 of Coins, Pisces. I think you're abandoning a situation. And I think that looking at the Knight of Swords, this Knight of Swords is trying to stop you from doing that. So it might be that somebody's, unexpectedly, it might be that somebody tries to put a halt towards you leaving this situation. But the influences coming in will be the 4 of Cups. Why is the influences coming in for Pisces, the 4 of Cups? Why is the influences coming in for Pisces, the 4 of Cups? Show me. I think that you're going to still experience somebody who's emotionally unavailable because they're taking their time. They're very cautious, the Knight of Pentacles. So I think that you're going to still experience coming in somebody with this Four of Cups who's emotionally unavailable because they are very cautious. So they tend to move very slowly. So I think that you're experiencing an emotionally unavailable knight. This Knight of Pentacles here. An emotionally unavailable individual who moves very, very slowly with that Knight of Pentacles energy. Your hopes would be for this King of Cups. And let's see what shows up with the King of Cups energy. Yeah, I mean, your hopes are that this person wants to invest in this relationship. You've got the King of Cups here. Your hopes are for a caring, supportive, loving individual who feels a connection. This Six of Cups is all about soulmate connections. So your hopes are that this person would be emotionally available and they would feel this emotional connection, this soulmate connection. This person would want to invest in this relationship with you. Maybe your hopes are that this either a Cancerian, Scorpio, Pisces like yourself would propose to you with this Six of Cups energy. But Six of Cups is about proposals. It's about kindness, love. It's about gentility. It's about warmth. It's about a soulmate connection. So I think, Pisces, your hopes would be that this person would be emotionally available and that they would then also see this soulmate connection that the both of you have together with the Six of Cups. They're almost like you're meant to be together. But the outcome is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And why is the outcome the Ace of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? Why is the outcome the Ace of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? Show me. It might be that this person's already married, because I'm seeing no love with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. It also, the Ace of Cups is a word that says not. So if you looked at the word as no, because the Ace of Cups is in the reverse, I'm looking at no commitment here with two cards. Okay, so this person is not open. So the Ace of Cups in the reverse means to either leave, or it means somebody who's emotionally cut off. They're not emotional, their heart isn't open. I'm seeing somebody's heart isn't open towards a commitment with this Ace, with the Hierophant energy showing here. I think somebody's heart isn't open to committing to you. I don't see somebody who wants to commit to you here, Pisces. Okay, I think that this person might stop you from leaving. They might say, well, why are you leaving this situation? But it's almost like it's all words. I get the impression on this reading, Pisces, that somebody's saying stuff to you, but it's just all words. There's all words and no action from this individual. This is what I feel I'm seeing here for you, Pisces. All words and no action. And the reason that I say that it's all words and no action is because all along the reading, you guys have been very resistant from an individual. Because their reluctance to commit to you. They seem very flaky as an individual here. And your intuition is starting to develop that this person will not sacrifice or change for you. And therefore the most likely outcome is you leave, I feel, a very indecisive and emotionally barren individual. You know, one of the most likely outcomes could also be that this person is a little bit of a player. Knight of Wands is a player who plays in two directions. So this person might have two people on the goal. You've got the Two of Swords here. That can represent two people, two ideas, two paths. Might be the Knight of Wands is travelling along two paths, not just you, but other people with that Two of Wands energy showing there. Two of Swords energy, sorry. But also it might be with the Knight of Wands rushing out of the Two of Swords that you leave behind a very indecisive person with this Two of Swords. Also, Two of Swords is somebody who is emotionally bankrupt. So you leave behind an emotionally bankrupt individual being the most likely outcome. And I think that you do follow that through. But I feel for some reason, in the immediate future, this Five of Coins, I feel shows you guys leaving this situation, Pisces. And I feel that this person, the Knight of Swords, so this could be, I feel, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancerian, or possibly an air sign individual. Could also be Scorpio or Pisces, same as you. But I feel what I'm seeing on this reading here is somebody who won't commit to you. We're going to go through the reading quickly again. You guys, in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, are struggling to let down your guard to an individual. I think you're struggling to trust someone. Because for me, the Nine of Wands in the reverse means that you're starting to trust. In the upright, you're very suspicious. Very suspicious. But in the reverse, you're starting to relax. You're starting to cool down a little bit. And I think that you are struggling to cool down, to temper that suspicious nature of yours, Pisces, in this situation. I think you're struggling to let down your guard, because the reason that this is all happening is in your foundation, we've got the Four of Coins. This could be that in your foundation you have your barriers up against, with that Four of Coins energy showing there, a very inconsistent individual. It might be in your foundation you have a very selfish and inconsistent individual around you, because the Four of Coins can show somebody who's very selfish, and the King of Wands can show somebody who's very inconsistent. So it might be that either you've got your guard up against a very inconsistent individual, or around you in your foundation you have a very selfish and inconsistent individual with this King of Wands. And as a result of that, in the recent past, I'm seeing with this Three of Coins that this relationship is not developing with the Three of Coins in the reverse, because I think that somebody's avoiding this with the Seven of Swords energy. And that's because the challenge is this person doesn't want to commit. The Fool energy, you can see it facing out of the Ten of Coins. This person does not want to commit to talking about or even trying to build a stable, strong, long-term relationship with you with that Ten of Coins. And as a result of that, I feel the energies around you guys in the first 2 weeks of January 2018, Pisces, will be that you are developing your intuition. You're starting to emotionally, I feel, understand an individual with this Hanged Man reverse who will not commit and will not change who they are as an individual. It might also be that with this Page of Cups, the energies around you for the first 2 weeks in January 2018 are that you're starting to learn that you are really, or you have been, in limbo or in the same situation with that Hanged Man, and with you also being as the Hanged Man, Pisces, that you may have been in the same situation for a very, very long time. It could also be because the Hanged Man can say that change must occur now. You're in such an awkward situation that change has got to come right in this instance. It might be that the energies around you with this Page of Cups, you are starting to develop a very strong intuitive streak that you must change and you must release yourself from this situation now, rather than letting it continue long term. And as a result of that, I feel that you guys will be considering leaving behind this Knight of Wands running out of the Two of Swords, a very indecisive and very emotionally bankrupt individual. Coming in, I'm seeing you guys looking to leave. Some of you might be leaving with a child. You might be a single parent. Five of Pentacles can show single parents as well. But I'm seeing you guys leaving a situation. You're abandoning a situation. It could be that you're abandoning a situation through anger, through annoyance, through restlessness with that Knight of Swords. But it could also be that you're abandoning this situation. And as you choose to abandon the situation, this person comes rushing back in and saying, what are you doing? Why are you leaving the situation? You know that I've got all of these problems. Can't you just kind of bear with me? However, influences coming in will be that this person will still show, I feel, as being emotionally unavailable with that Four of Cups, because they're very cautious and they're very careful with that Knight of Pentacles energy. They take their time and they tend to drag their feet. Your hopes would be that this person with this King of Cups energy would be emotionally susceptible and emotionally receptive to building and exploring this relationship with you with the Six of Cups energy. They would also be emotionally receptive to the idea that both of you are soulmates and you are destined to be together, I feel, with this Six of Cups energy here. Maybe for some of you guys, it would be, the hopes would be that this person would at least be emotionally receptive and open to children, especially if there are children involved in the situation. But I feel that the overall outcome will be, Pisces, that somebody's heart is not open to committing with that Hierophant. Somebody's heart is not open to doing the right thing in this relationship with the Hierophant energy. Somebody also is not emotionally open because it might be that there are religious factors with the Hierophant energy. It might be this person's already married with that Hierophant energy. It might be that this person has a set of beliefs within this relationship, which is why they are not emotionally receptive to opening up to you in this relationship and to committing to it. So I feel that for the first 2 weeks in January 2018, Pisces, you guys have had enough of a situation with an individual, because I think that this person is avoiding committing to you. And it might be that they're already married, for example. It might be that there are religious factors with that Hierophant showing there, social factors with the Hierophant showing there. It might be that they are just not open with the Ace of Cups in the reverse to committing to this relationship, to a traditional relationship with you. It might be, and especially if the most likely outcome is this person is a Knight of Wands, a player who looks at different options with that Two of Swords. It might be that you've got a player around you who's checking out maybe a couple of options with that Two of Swords energy. They've got a couple of options that they can check out being the most likely outcome, which could also be why they're not emotionally open to committing to you with that Hierophant energy showing there. Either way you want to look at this reading, I think you've got somebody around you, Pisces, that's not willing to commit. It's either that they're always looking at other options, or it might be that this person is just simply emotionally shut down as an individual. Alright, that's your reading for the first 2 weeks in January 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys again on your love reading. Take care.